going? Holy sh! Welcome to the Zen Zone. Zen Lee here with a surprise rider from out of town. He is on his way to a race. King of the Hammers, I do believe. We'll fact check that. King of the Hammers. He has brought his Lynx, the 1.0 Lynx, the very first Lynx, and we are going to compare it to the Lynx S in this video. So for those of you that already have a Lynx, we're going to try to answer the question as best as we can. Do you need to upgrade? Or is it something that's kind of like superfluous? You don't really need to, but it is nice. Or what does he notice? What differences does this rider notice? Now, a little bit of a background. This guy is a beast. He's already accumulated a few podiums in a small amount of time in off-road and street. And he's here with us now. I think recently second place at Amped Electric Games. So we have him here, much better off-road racer than me. All right, so we got his Lynx here. It's not the most beautiful day in Las Vegas, but it doesn't matter for us. It's not raining, so, and even if it was, I don't think it would stop us. So we got that in comparison to the Lynx S. I think they should have called it the Lynx S X. It just sounds cooler than Lynx S. And it reminds me of the Patent S, which wasn't much of an upgrade, where I feel this is a little bit more of an upgrade. At least we're gonna test it out and find out today. Is it really an upgrade? Do you guys need to get this? Or is the OG Lynx actually a better choice? And we have Moto Unicycle on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, all those platforms. Second place, Amp Games, TEF1, third place. So this guy is a beast of a racer. We have Justin Davis.
I've been racing since June of 2025. I showed up to my first race on my Lynx, and I showed up to Shred Fest, and I took second in the pro class on the podium, won a wheel. I was stoked, and that kicked it off. Now I got a dozen of them. No, a dozen wheels.
Oh, a dozen wheels, okay.
These, I got 3 podiums.
What 12 wheels do you have?
Oh man, XWAY, GT Pro Plus, Lynx, ET Max, Begode Mini, 2 Begode A2s, E20.
So you're not
V13.
a Begode fanboy, you're not a Leaper Cam fan, you're...
King, I've had every brand out there, and I broke every brand out there, so they all break, like they, you know, need to be stepped up overall in general, the engineering of these things. But yeah, I mean, I'm not brand specific at all. I'm performance specific. I'm performance biased. So, you know, with the Lynx was a revolutionary wheel, the dual fork motorcycle shocks. In my opinion, I was able to blast some humongous jumps that destroyed my Begode and my InMotion V13 I had at the time. Destroyed it during these jumps. I got a Lynx and was able to bomb on it, and I knew something was coming with EUC, and I've been addicted since. Showing up to races, going racing this weekend. EUC is like, think of your legs being amputated and a mechanical extension. Now your legs are a wheel that is a one-wheeled high-speed motorcycle. That's what your legs become when a EUC is under them, and it's incredible. And when you go off-road, it is insane. You will be shocked every time that your EUC didn't make you crash, and it made it over that no problem. And as that continues to happen, you don't want to do nothing else.
Okay, so how you adjust it, you hold this bottom one here, and top one cycles through, so that's 94% hardness. His Lynx feels really, his Lynx feels different than, oh man, he's gone. Okay, so supposedly, the Lynx will go, what? This Lynx will go 55 miles per hour. 55. At my weight, I feel like I verify with these. Oh, you got a GPS. Yeah, oh. I don't believe what that screen So is. You can verify this one with that? Verify this one too. Sweet. So we are getting you guys the best freaking statistics here. This is not just subjective feeling. We are actually getting some data here. All right, so I am on the OG Lynx. It's been a while. Talk about the pads, because the pads feel amazing. And this wheel's feeling amazing. My suspension on the Lynx S was bottoming out for him. I don't know if he uses 70-pound spring or not. So the Lynx that I'm on right now is feeling really good. Yeah, it feels really good. That tire just bumps up things really nicely. The suspension's nice and stiff. So if you could make it up this hill with both wheels to show us the difference. Okay. You think you do it? Yeah. Yeah? You think so? And the idea is to see if you feel more torque too on the hill. Oh man, he's going up the hard hill. Yeah, not that one. I don't know if that's possible. He went straight for the hardest hill that I didn't even think was possible. The beast. There we go. First attempt on a Lynx S. Oh, he went up easy. Easy. Whew, second time. Yeah, no problem. Woo! Advertisement for folks. Woo!
I have to say, like, it's not enough to tell. The Lynx itself is capable of so much more than that. We really need some gnarly terrain to put this to a real test. Okay. And one thing, the TNT is not as good as the OG 244. Right off the bat, every time I buy a new Lynx, I notice it immediately. I order it with the TNT tire, and it's like, I get it, and I immediately change it to the 244 because the profile's like wider. It's a little different tire. I tried racing this tire, and I was crashing on the course, and I mean, I won't blame it specifically on the tire, but yeah, definitely you put the tires side by side, that 244 is definitely wider than the, it's definitely a beefier tire.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And so that's more equals more traction.
Yeah. Look how much space is left in there, and we measured them.
All right, so this is a more technical spot. I will be honest. I prefer my Lynx. Like I just with my settings, with everything I had set up on the Lynx S, I prefer that to the wheel I'm riding on now, even despite the tire. Like, and I judge it by how much effort my back is putting and how tired my back is getting.
In action, something to get excited about, especially if you don't already have a Lynx. Now's the time to buy one. This thing broke the market. This is definitely an upgrade. I wish I didn't have such an emotional attachment to my wheel. I definitely would sell it and buy this. But now I'm gonna have to keep that and buy this.
We finished our loop. We're gonna go ahead and close out this video, guys. We have the honest reactions. Oh, these are his honest reactions. He rides all brands. He'll buy whatever based off her performance. We're about to get his reaction live right here.
Why'd you do this to me, Zen?
Justin, just tell us the truth.
Man, that was a thrill. I've bought enough of these, and now I feel like I gotta buy a Lynx S, because ripping down there, you felt that Leaper Kim quality. You know it's never gonna go down on you, and it was just something better than my Lynx. And that felt great ripping it down there. With the right tire, the right pads, man, got me thinking I really need to get one of these. Well, solid build qualities, we'll start there. Yeah. I mean, it's probably gonna stay working for you after even a few hard rides. It's been out of commission half the time. You know, it goes down and the suspension barely, always squeaking and. Woo! Woo! Sometimes you blame your wheel as a rider, but it's good to never get in the habit of doing that. It's always your fault. You should have known. So
sometimes you should have known not to ride that wheel.
Yeah, that's a good point. I had a Lynx that was good. I should have rode that. So run away. The XWAY does. Scary problem, really. And that happened to me at Thunderdome. Caused a pretty severe crash that ended up breaking my right arm. So.
As Monocycle, you give this wheel a thumbs up. It is worth the $400 more than the Lynx.
Oh, all day long. If you're buying a new Leaper Kim Lynx right now, do not get the old Lynx. They have it in stock. Pay the $400. You are getting so much more of a machine. You can't feel that 5 pounds difference. And now that you said you weighed it, I'm curious to put that on the scale and see which one's heavier. Suspension, we still could test a little. Speed.
Guys, we gave it to you straight. We're not biased. Well, everyone always accuses me of being biased. Like, I really just want to recommend the wheel that is gonna make my viewers the most happy. For me, the two things that make me unhappy are crashing and having to work on my wheel. when I love riding the wheel, I don't wanna work on it. I don't wanna spend all day working on it or waiting for parts. I wanna ride the wheel. And I feel like that's where Leaper Kim is a cut above the rest. Any issue I've ever had with them, parts are very fast in coming. And in general, you need to work on them a lot less. And when you do need to work on them, it's pretty easy. It's not a million different screws.
Yeah.
Man, this wheel was so easy to work on. Although I couldn't figure out how to put it on the trolley handle.
Every time I have gotten rid of my Lynx, thanking my Begode and Extreme Bull and King Song were cut above my Lynx, I got rid of it, I sold it. When those wheels were down, what do you think I was wishing? I was wishing I had my sturdy Leaper Kim. And my Leaper Kims have never been down on me. Except from busted rims, but whose fault is that?
You heard it here, guys. If you guys appreciate this sort of content, Justin and myself trying to bring you our honest opinions so you can spend your money so smartly. We both agree it's worth the $400 extra. We're gonna go back and get my works and do some more tests, but that's for a different video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Your likes, your comments really help me out, really boost up EUC, really will help us out. In the long run, use discount code ZenZone at eWheels to get yourself a little discount on this brand new Lynx S. eWheels will take care of you, best warranty in the US. You don't really need it as much for this wheel because it's gonna be durable, but it's always nice to have someone like eWheels in your corner if the worst does happen. And until next time, stay in the Zen Zone. The fastest I've ever gone on a Lynx, no doubt. I think I came close to 60, but